Hello everyone and welcome to the Chrissy B Show. Now many say that we need to invest in the younger generation as they're our future, and I totally agree. So today we've invited a very inspirational organisation for young people called Where You Going onto the show. I'll be joined with the head of the project, Richard Greaves, and youth members Joanne Cox and Dami Alaran to discuss the positive movements taking place in the Where You Going project and the huge range of activities and opportunities they have available. I'll also be showing you my latest Chrissy challenge, where I was trapped in rooms and had to solve puzzles to break out and save the universe. Our stylist, Cynthia Liza Gregoire, she'll be speaking about women and the power of fashion, and for men, the retro t-shirt collaboration with Mick Rock. Theresa Maegan Gregoire will be giving us some festive seasonal looks and how to create a sparkly evening in daytime smoky eye. But first, we have the wonderful duo, the news with Ian and Helena.
Sounds like Batman and Robin, doesn't it?
Yeah. How are you both?
Very well.
So
I
well.
do love your outfit.
Oh,
as
thank
well.
you. Thank you very
60s,
much.
Nice and bright.
Thank you. So you've got stuff to share with us today.
We have.
The sort of the royal exclusive of the day is it sounds as if Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, is getting closer and closer and closer to Prince Andrew again. And we were saying this a couple of weeks ago that we thought this may be happening. Apparently there is a series of announced events now that they're doing the two of them together. They've been living under the same roof for quite some time now, and even the Queen is very, very happy that this reunion, and it's in inverted commas at the moment, is sort of happening.
How long were they separated?
They weren't separated that long, because they really, virtually, I think, all live together, haven't they? You know,
I mean, they've always been together as really good friends. But Prince Philip's doesn't really like Duchess of York, so hopefully it will.
Well, it's not his business, is it? Really,
absolutely.
I have to say, if they're in love, you know,
absolutely,
he shouldn't meddle. Sorry,
absolutely.
And the Queen's embraced her and welcomed her back to the family.
Yeah,
and I think the Queen is very fond of Fergie.
She is. She's always been, hasn't she?
And she's managed to sort of turn her life around. She had a period in her life a while back when she was all really in sort of financial difficulties, and she was doing things to actually sort of just earn a living. But now, according to sources that I know of, is that she's set up this centre in New York, and she's almost got this this power office in New York. So she, you know, where she heads up her own business as well.
She's doing really well.
She did get such a hard time from the press, didn't she? From the
did.
media at the time. I felt sorry for her.
But I think people who are generally outgoing and maybe do something that's a little bit wrong, the media keys in,
that's
and
right.
that always
Well, I wish them all the
But
best.
she's
She
a
did
good
do a few
fun.
naughty
She's
things,
good
her
fun.
and Diana.
Did, I know.
I mean, I think the best one I ever heard about, and we never saw it, but was one night they actually escaped the palace. But the way they did it was they actually got 2 WPC uniforms.
No.
Yeah, they dressed up as policewomen.
I don't remember that.
They dressed up as policemen and walked out the palace.
Oh no.
And nobody
Imagine
recognised
them.
them.
Giggling away.
Nobody recognised them at all. So it's
That's what you do.
Oh, bless them.
Oh.
I wish them all the best. I really do.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So Carey Mulligan, who's one of our great British actresses, star of The Great Gatsby. She's not really known in our country. She's a really fabulous artist. I was about to say, do you know? I can see your eyes waiting for me to say it.
I don't know who
Anyway,
she is. I'm so sorry.
She's
I don't know who
The
you
Great
are.
Gatsby,
Okay.
and she really is a very, very good actress.
Okay, which I haven't watched.
You haven't watched
No.
that, but it's a good one to watch.
Have you watched
I have.
Okay.
It wasn't the best film, but she's a great actress.
Okay.
She was at the Harper's Bazaar Woman of the Year Awards at Claridge's, and she was given an Inspirational award for her acting and also for her charity work. I wasn't aware that she did a huge amount of charity work, but it's for War Child, and her brother is her real hero, and he's a soldier, and he's done a huge amount in Afghanistan, so she's followed in his footsteps, and so I think she's a fabulous actress, so to hear that she does good as well and she's won that award is brilliant.
Okay, well, I don't even know who she is.
Something that came out at the ceremony as well was she was sort of trying to tell other women, just be true to yourself. Don't sort of change who you are or change the sort of the lifestyle. And do you remember we recently had the celebrity person who looked after the branding of these things. You can sort of see how that all came together as well. So, be true to yourself was her sort of big message.
I think she's also on the Suffragette new movie. And obviously if you think about the suffragettes and what they suffered, and they were very true to their cause. So I think a lot of it's to do with that.
That's important.
Yeah, and also another thing I didn't realise, she developed a phobia of horses, because on a film that she worked on, The Madding Crowd, which I think is a British play or something, she was thrown off a horse and was concussed for 6 weeks, and now she's absolutely petrified. So hasn't got over that feel.
After I did my horse challenge, because I probably wouldn't have done it otherwise.
I know. I didn't know you did a horse challenge.
Yeah, I went horse riding.
Oh,
not very fast. It was just like, you know, what's the word?
Cantering.
Yeah, along.
Yeah.
But you've got to be so careful with those as well, because I used to work with one of the top horse masters in the world who did all the movie sets, a guy called Gerard Jefferhu. And he really used to sort of teach the Angela Jolies of this world, you know, how to horse ride at the same time. But so many actresses, it's a trait of acting a lot of the time that when they put down skill bases, they put down anything. Never think they'll ever be asked to do that sort of type of thing. And then when it comes up and they're expected to do it,
porkies.
that's when problems start.
You need to have done a huge amount of training to be good, you know, professional in that. I did a few. My horse did that. It saw a black bag or something and nearly kicked me off. That was when I was really young. But it didn't put me off. I'd actually quite like to do it.
I think it's different when you're a child, though.
Yeah.
What else do we have? We've got a bit more time left.
We're
going to go to Simon Cowell.
What about Simon Cowell?
Simon Cowell has just been...
Have you spoken to him recently?
No, we haven't spoken, not him recently. But he has just been voted the top earner in the United States.
Of course he has.
He's just earned £59 million this year. And is the top sort of entertainment earner in the United States.
That's enough. I mean, it sounds huge, but it doesn't sound that much compared to some of them. But Oprah Winfrey has gone down 103 million, so that just shows how much.
Yeah, she's gone down to fourth place.
Really? She's really poor now.
So she's, I think she's earning about 44 million now. She used to be earning 143 million a year. So,
well, I'm sure she'll survive on that still.
Well, you know,
she will.
They'll try.
Simon,
and just quickly as well, congratulations to Stevie Wonder, whose wife is about to have it was reported was about to have triplets, but in fact isn't. He's now going to have a little baby girl.
How old is his wife again?
I'm not too sure. Younger, quite a fair amount younger. I think she's something like 9 children. Something not with the same woman. He's had a few. He's had.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying covering the story.
Yeah. So that's so congratulations.
Okay, maybe
but it's not triplets.
No, that's the way he's trying to keep himself young.
Yeah, and it will work. It will work, I'm sure.
And Benedict Cumberbatch as well.
Oh, huge congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Now engaged, and I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I love him in Sherlock Holmes. He's fantastic. He's just got such an unusual look. I don't know, there's something special about him. And reading articles and things, there's loads of women just adore him and are so upset now he's been taken. But
do you know what? I don't really get excited when I hear about celebrities getting hitched, because it doesn't tend to last very long. You're always thinking, wow, when's the next breakup going to be?
Nice. It's an unusual one. And in fact, it was discovered. They put the announcement in the Times. No one knew, so it was only when the researchers were going through that they suddenly realised that he was getting engaged.
But he did it in quite a nice way as well, because he, his fiance's parents live in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So he did the traditional way. He flew to Edinburgh to ask her parents for her hand in marriage.
Sophie
that's nice.
Which is rather sort of a nice way of doing things, isn't it?
I think she's a film director, Sophie Hunter.
Yeah, she's a film director and she's an actress as well. She's based in Oxford. So.
Or theatre director.
I hope it works out for them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We're romantic. We've got a romantic night tonight.
Good luck to them. Good luck to him.
We've got time for one more. Have we got a quick one?
Okay, yeah.
I think we have.
Also, Jessie J, she's been very unlucky in love, but now she's very, very happy. She's met the man of her dreams, who in fact is not a rapper, which has been reported in the newspapers. He is a singer-songwriter, but he's American, and he's called Luke James, and she's incredibly happy. So again, I really hope good luck to her.
A lot of love stories today.
Absolutely.
Someone's feeling romantic over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Always romantic.
Yeah. All right, so you're going to stay with us because towards the end of the show, you're going to be back with some more news. So please don't run away.
No problem.
And the viewers want to see more of you. Okay, so do stay tuned because after the break, we'll take a look at our fitness tip from Jane Rafter, and I'll be speaking with the Where You Going team about their youth project.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back to the show. Now, before we go to the Where You Going team, let's first go to Jane for our fitness tip.
Hi guys, I want to talk to you today if you have tried and failed to get fit, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who can relate to that. You know, you might have had times where you've tried to join a gym and you haven't gone or whatever. So what you got to do is ask yourself why you failed and have a look at the logistics of it, because what a lot of people do is say, well, I'm going to go to 3 classes a week and I'm going to go 3 evenings a week and I'm going to get fit. But actually, the reality is that they can't fit those 3 evenings in. It's not realistic, and so they fail. So have a look and have a think about your own personality and realistically what you can do. Start with a small goal. So instead of saying I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, say I'm going to go once a week and maybe do a walk or something else and build it up slowly. Maybe you can look at morning exercise, lunchtime or weekends, you know, get a buddy to go with you, but really make sure that your goal is realistic and that it's going to logistically work for you. Put it in your diary and make it happen. Put a red ring around it, start with your small steps and build it up slowly and you'll get there.
Thank you very much, Jane. Now, to introduce my next guest, let's take a look at this video.
There's never a right time to get up and live life. You only got one try. So take what you've been given and make time to turn someone's day bright and change how we live life. The future's what we make it, so let's go. To the beat, y'all. So let's go. To the beat, y'all. So let's go. One life, one world, y'all. The future's what we make it, so let's go.
Wow, that looks really energetic and exciting. So I have the Where You Going team with me here today. Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi. So we have Dami, Richard and Joe. How are you guys?
Great.
I'm all good.
Yeah, you're good, yeah? All right, so I know you're all part of the Where You Going project. So who's going to, first of all, tell me about the project? Would it be you, Richard?
Yes, it was
Okay, tell us
myself.
about it.
So the project was created for the purpose of, you know, tackling people's individual issues that they may be going through. For example, everyone here, we are different individuals, but however, behind closed doors, we go through different things. And as a young person myself, I went through that myself. And I struggled. I never had someone to support me. I never had someone to give me a push. Richard, come, you could do it. I never had someone to tell me that you can come out of this situation. So when I went to the youth organization I went to, they helped me to show me, you know, these are the steps that you need to take.
Yeah.
So we gathered with ourselves, with our thoughts, we should do something for the community.
Okay.
So we worked on a project and now it's established, now it's out there. We're going to schools, colleges. That's the purpose of the Where You Going.
Now, where did the name come from, Where You Going? Because it's quite, obviously, it's quite self-explanatory, but what's the thinking behind it?
Well, sort of the thinking behind the name of the Where You Going project was, obviously, a lot of people, you know, they want to achieve things, they want to do things, they have that in mind, but a lot of the time they don't know how to do it. They don't know the different steps that they need to take from beginning to end. So when we were, you know, coming up with the name, we thought, okay, what's something that's catchy, something that makes you interested and would make you want to think of your future, think of where you are going. What do you
think
achieve?
not enough youngsters think about the consequences of their actions?
Exactly.
And stuff?
They think about the future, but they don't actually think about the consequences of right now.
Right.
So if you don't think about right now, you won't really know what's going to happen tomorrow because you're pretty much planning in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where the name sort of came from.
Right. Now you've all got different roles in the Where You Going project, haven't you? What's your role, Danny?
Well, I deal with the performances, I deal with the music, different events. So when we do go to colleges and universities and different places, sort of helping out with getting that all together, what kind of performances we're going to be doing, how we're going to entertain people, grab their attention.
Okay, and what about you, Jo?
Well, I help take care of the marketing and advertising, so the social networks, the website, the posters, the videos, anything to do with those kind of things. I help to come up with the ideas, the concepts, organise the filming.
Now you guys do this in your spare time, don't you? Because you've all, are you studying, working? You're working, aren't you, Jo? Okay. Working.
I've got a business I run.
So what motivates you to do this extra thing? Because you must be quite busy then with everything you're doing.
Yes, we are all busy, but I think what it is because the passion that we have, because we've all been helped in a way or another. So we thought, why not give back? Why not give to the community? Why not give something to them where they can find hope? And I think that's what drives us to actually give our spare time for these people.
Okay. Now I'm sure the viewers are a bit curious, like what kind of backgrounds you have. So if you can briefly tell us, like, just a little bit of your story and how you got help to each one of you. Just start with you, Danny.
When I came to the Where You Going project, before that, I was homeless on the street.
Really?
Yeah, homeless on the street, and my family I was kind of separated from my family. I had issues with them, and I didn't want to I couldn't be around them.
Okay.
And that was kind of how I came.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how about you, Richard?
Well, I grew up with no dad, never seen him in my life. That affected me a lot. Education wasn't going well because at home, my family was kind of broken. So when I went home, I didn't want to be at home. I always be outside. So I wouldn't study. I wouldn't, work on my homework. I wouldn't do anything. I went through, depression, many thoughts going through my head saying, why am I here? Am I here just to be here for a puppet, or am I here to have a purpose? Yeah. So I had loads of doubts in my mind.
Okay. Gosh, and you, Jo?
Well, myself, I came with a lot of inner issues, so complexes. I really hated myself, anger, frustration, loneliness. So things like this.
But you've all changed and you're all doing something amazing now. And this just goes to prove that when young people actually invested in, because a lot of people say, the youth nowadays are a waste of space, they're just troublemakers and stuff. But all they need is someone to believe in them and to support them along the way. And they can turn into exemplary youths like you guys.
Yes.
Right? Well, the good news is we are going to be hearing more from you because we've run out of time now. But we are going to be following actually the Where You Going project to see what they get up to, and the viewers will be seeing you again very soon. And I'm very excited about that because you will be seeing young people's lives transform through their projects. So do stay in touch with them. Thank you so much for coming along, and we'll see you again next time. Okay? All right. Thank you. After the break, we'll have fashion and makeup with the Gregoire sisters.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back to the show, and now it's time for the Gregoire sisters for styling and makeup. So let's say hello first of all to Cynthia. Hello, my darling.
Hi, Chrissy.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm very well. What we're going to be talking about today?
Today is all about power dressing, so looking corporate. And I was inspired by the Women Fashion Power exhibition in London that's just opened at the Design Museum. So today is all about how to dress powerfully. So I'm going to start with my own outfit, which you can see is pretty casual. And I have myself in just a casual ankle boot, but you can see that they have a little bit of a buckle detail on them. And then I have some gray jeans. Now gray, black, and white are sort of your staple colors for dressing quite powerfully. And I have this lovely button-up white shirt that's just so versatile. It's turning into my favorite piece for autumn winter just because of the tie and everything. But I want you to look at how this outfit changes when I put a blazer on. And the first rule of power dressing is that blazers, blazers, and blazers. So putting this on, totally transforms the outfit. And I'm just going to show you this little tie detail on the shirt that I just think is so amazing for this autumn season. So if we take a shot again of this outfit, you can see that the outfit has just changed to evening. So it's this whole idea of adding a blazer to whatever you're wearing and just making sure that it's tailored, and this one happens to be in a bit of a shiny fabric for the festive season.
That's really nice.
Cool. So Chrissy, I'm just going to go through a few things on my rails, and basically they are just, you know, they are blazers, but there's all the different kinds that you can have. So this one here is done by Burberry Porsum, and it's just a plain black blazer, but can you see here, Chrissy, there's a bit of a feminine sort of like peplum on it. So it just gives it that little hint of feminine edge, but you still get that powerful sort of blazer look. Another thing you can do if you're wanting to dress looking powerfully is take something with a bit of military influence. And I've got two pieces here that have military influence. So the navy jacket here has a bit of like gold threading around the collar and around the cuffs. It's got this sort of like chain detail here. And this one here is sort of like a conductor sort of outfit with the double-breasted buttons. So can you see how it's wearing something like this?
Yeah, it does.
Kind of just like adds a bit of, you know, command to your outfit. And of course, you can't go wrong with the classic. There's two things with this that are just very classic. The fact that it's monochrome, black and white, you'll never go wrong with, as well as it's that classic French cut. So you've got this like rounded collar and it's a shorter jacket. So this would really, really jazz up an outfit and make it look powerful. The other thing that's trending for the season here that's quite lovely is the matching suit. So I have this navy silk and black tuxedo matching suit, and it's just that time where, you know, matching suits are actually trending, so have fun with that because they're not always in style. Cool. So I'd like to go through your outfit, Chrissy, and what I've put you in. And another thing with power dressing, think Jackie Kennedy, think, you know, Michelle Obama. You've got these lovely tweed outfits, skirt suits that just look so powerful and they just really hit home. If you take a look at Chrissy's outfit, she's wearing a red tweed suit by Avoca, it's called. Yeah. And the fabric is what you want to look for too. The fact that it's this lovely like red sort of like autumn tweed, it's warm and it's just a very luxurious fabric. So it looks lovely. I think you've looked really lovely this episode. And my sister here, I've done a military look with her, and this is a casual look, but military is one of those looks that actually never really goes out of style and can look quite powerful. So if we start with her boots there, we've got these triple buckle boots. So buckles are always kind of a nice accent on a boot. These Army jeans, wax jeans by Citizens of Humanity. So it's got that military referencing. And like I said about the luxurious fabrics, we put this silk top by Pyrus on her with the square pocket details on the front. Again, keeping with that military theme. And when you dress for power or power dressing, you want to keep the hair straight and just, you know, quite sleek. So that's it for this week.
Okay, we didn't cover the men part, but we can do that another time. We didn't run out of time yet. Okay then, all right, thank you so much, darling. So now it's time for the makeup. Do you want to take us across?
Yes,
okay,
I do. So today, Chrissy, I'm going to talk about blushers. And there's different kinds of blushers. There's gels, there's...
I don't like this side, let's swap. I'm not used to this side, sorry guys. I'm very particular about where I stand. Okay, go ahead.
And so there's different kinds. There's the gels, the stains, there's liquids, and then there's the powders. So there's also different kind of skin tones that would suit best, and I'd say that if you're using a stain or if you're using a liquid, it'd be normal to dry skin that would work best on. If you tend to have larger pores, you might want to go for a powder. And another good product is there's a Bare Minerals as well, where they have that powder that kind of just airbrushes in. That doesn't accentuate large pores. If that is something you're producing a large amount of oil, you might want to go with the powder. So I'm just going to go talk a bit about each. And I'm going to...
my makeup?
Yes, well.
Were you going to get to that?
Actually, well, we can get to that right now. You're wearing a liquid, and I love these Daniel Sandler blushers. And actually, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to strengthen this. Not that it needs strengthening because it's very pigmented, but I'm just going to apply 2 little drops on the top of your cheek there, and I'm going to work fast because with these liquid stains, you can see how it really sets quickly. So what you have is little time. So you want to be able to apply little at first, and I'm just going to put this little bit here, and you just want to get the tops right there. I like starting with the tops and going into the apples of the cheek to get that natural flush. And with the stain, you usually get the effect of having that flush from within. And I think it was Bobby Brown said that if you're ever, you know, running, or maybe you've taken too many flights of stairs and you get that flush, that is the color that you want to choose.
Oh, okay.
That is most complimentary. So check yourself out when you've hit the 2nd floor of the mall or work, whatever, and then that will give you an indicator. One thing that can go wrong, Chrissy, is too much blusher application. You get that clown look, or you get into areas that aren't flattering. So I just wanted to go over when you are applying a blusher. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to apply this on you. Obviously, you've got some beautiful Daniel Sandler lips, not lip stain. You've got the liquid stain on, so I'm not going to put that in. However, you can do that when you want to get more concentration and more, it's almost like setting the blusher because it's a liquid. So when you're using liquids like foundation, you're using a powder to set it, you could use a liquid or a stain blusher, and you could use another blusher to set it. But you want to make sure that you don't have too much, so you want to evenly load your brush, and it's not going to be a huge brush. Those are more for face powders. It's going to be like this, and a little tip is just knock a little bit of it off and then work into the skin so that you're not getting all that product just smack dab in the middle.
Now, should you smile when you do this?
There's, I mean, however best if you're applying for yourself, but one thing, if you're going like this, you want to have that precision. So you might want to start with a smaller brush if you're going to do that, because what happens when you stop smiling, it drops. So you want to see when you have stopped smiling that obviously that you have the blusher placed right. So you can apply also, if you've gone too far with the blusher, I like this tip, is if you have foundation, you can go in and maybe you've went past the apples of the cheek into the creases, and or maybe because you want to get, if you just look to the side, you can see how chiseled that looks, and it's not because she's got blusher that goes down to her chin. It's because it stops and it is, you know, in those areas. So if you went too far, just go over with your foundation and clean that up. So you can go in with foundation here, blend, and so you don't have to just be satisfied with, you know, maybe if you've gone a little bit excessive with the blusher, you can go in and you can clean it up before you set your makeup so that it's looking the best that it can be.
All right, my darling, thank you so much. So now we all know how to apply. Where's my camera? Which is my camera? There we are. So now we know how to apply blusher effectively. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you again, Cynthia, and they will be back again with us next week. So after the break, we'll have some more news with Ian and Helena, and we'll also be taking a look at my latest challenge where I was trapped in a room and I had to escape and save the world.
Wow.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back to the show. So now let's take a look at my latest challenge, which I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed. Right, so I'm now ready for my next challenge, and I've brought along Motti, which you've seen before, to help me with this one. Now we are in Clue Quest in Liverpool Street. So this challenge is all about being locked in a flat, in a room, and we have to find our way out using loads of clues.
somebody on the team will need to be the scribe or the note taker, a code master we like to call them. Who would like to be that person?
I'll take with it.
Now one of you will also need to be in charge of communication. I assume that'll be you. There you go. So if you'd like to just test it out with me, press the big button on the side and speak into the microphone.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Very good. I can hear you loud and clear, Agent. Over. So if at any point throughout your mission you do wish to contact me, you can do so using the walkie-talkie.
Wow!
Okay, so we have to figure out how to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm just very excited and nervous as well.
Right,
Hope
so
we
let's
manage.
start searching for clues.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Guys, we completed our mission. It was so much fun. We made it, Motti.
Oh, I loved it. That was so much fun. I want to do it again.
But like we said, we can't give anything away to you guys, but all I can say, it's very exciting. It gets you thinking. You have to work as a team, don't you?
Yeah, I felt like I was in a mystery novel that I love reading so much, and it was really nice.
So now I'm here with Gabor Pap, who is the founder of this fantastic place, Clue Quest. So Gabor, how did you come up with this idea?
Actually, it wasn't just me. It's me, and I've got 3 brothers. It's 4 of us who own and run this business, and we like to play similar games. Our business is about locking people in and escaping, hopefully. If you don't escape, we may keep you forever. Not really, but that's a joke. It's a very good team building exercise. As long as you're in there, immersing in this activity, you have to communicate. It's not a one-man show where you can go in there and then solve everything. We like to come up with new experiences every 6 months, so people can come back and escape us.
Escape. Gabs, thank you so much. We've had a brilliant, brilliant time. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and hope you escape us again.
Okay. That was great fun. I really think you should try it one day.
Being trapped in a
room. No, I saved the world.
You saved the world.
Actually, the universe. Apparently.
I'd never heard of that before.
And I'm now a secret agent.
Well,
my secret name, I might as well tell you, is Storm.
Ah.
Yeah,
Did you choose it?
Storm from now on.
No, I was just
I've
just been given that name, and now I'm actually officially one of their secret agents.
Well, there you go.
Me and Motti, yeah.
There you go. Can't be bad.
Oh.
So you got some more news for us?
We have.
We
indeed.
have. Would you like to start with Sharon Osbourne, or would you?
Well, I think Sharon Osbourne is quite an interesting story this week, because we've just watched, as you see, some of these wonderful young people.
Weren't they great?
Yeah. And how they've turned their lives around. And how they've had sort of things like depression and different sort of anxiety problems. And Sharon Osbourne has been coming out at the moment and sort of saying that she's had depression since she was 15 years of age. And all she's ever been treated with is pills. So she's been taking depression pills since she was 15 years of age. And I know, I read her book on her life with Ozzy as well. And obviously there's been tremendous ups and downs in that at the same time. You know, different parts of the relationships that worked and didn't work and so forth. And obviously when they opened up their whole life, you know, in the Osbourne show, which I used to adore. I think it was the most funniest show I think I've ever seen. But secretly behind the scenes...
I haven't watched it, Helena.
But secretly behind the scenes there was tremendous heartache as well. You know, the sort of the different things that are going on. So
I think it's
pills from age 15.
From 16 actually, I think. But
she's still taking them.
62 now. So of course she's saying at the time she feels quite wretched from it all. She just feels really drained.
I mean, when I went to the doctor, and you know, I told the doctor how I was feeling. She considered giving me antidepressants, but then she said, "But you're too." I was 16. She said, "You're too young. I don't want to." So she referred me for counselling instead. Yeah. But I'm just so glad that I wasn't put on pills. Because you can become addicted to them, and I found help in another way in the end, as viewers know.
I think if people go to the doctors, it tends to be the first thing that's offered, and you don't solve things by just giving pills.
Once you start taking pills, it's kind of hard to.
And I think it's, you know, at times, because, you know, when I went through my problems, you know, with the divorce and that type of thing as well, and the only thing the doctor would prescribe me was beta blockers, and I thought, I'm not going to do this. You know,
It's for blood pressure though, isn't it?
well, no, but it's also for actually blocking emotions as well. I just put them down the toilet. You know, I even though I wasn't feeling emotionally that strong at the time, I knew that was exactly the wrong thing to do for me at all.
Yeah. You work through your problems.
You had to work through your problems, you know.
You do, and you know, I think the first step is just to open up about it, because if you start taking pills, okay, if that's what you want to do, it's fine, but the best way is to first open up to people that can help you, maybe been through the same thing as you and you know, have gotten past it. And that as soon as I can identify with someone that's been through it and is doing well, that kind of gives you that push, that hope that you can get help as well.
Absolutely.
So it's sad, really.
You know, and you know, I love the youth groups. You know, the people that we are seeing now, because what I want to see in this world is the youth of today as positive as we had. You know, when I was their age group, because I thought I wouldn't want to be a young person today.
No, I know.
There's lots of stresses, isn't there?
It's really difficult. I think it's really hard.
Yeah.
But it also shows how, you know, dynamic they can be when they get the right guidance and the right help, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it's going to be great that they can actually, again, use their experiences now to teach other people.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Way to go.
We've got a couple of minutes left.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say that Rihanna, what do you think her favourite food is?
Hamburgers.
No.
Sushi.
It's macaroni cheese.
No.
That's what she loves, and she loves making it. I can't remember the cheese she uses, but she uses loads of mustard. Such a basic food, but it's quite funny to hear that's her favourite food. But also she's
like a burger girl.
She does, doesn't she? Yeah. She's naughty, isn't she?
Yeah.
You think she'd be out there having those burgers and chips. But she's she was also saying that also
mac
by
and cheese
a man.
isn't much better.
A what?
Mac and cheese, macaroni cheese.
Oh, macaroni cheese.
Not much better, is it?
If you put loads of cheese, I guess it's a little bit. But she's saying as well that she finds it really strange when men try to tell her what to do and sort of boss her around and everything. She finds it, I think the word she uses, it fascinates her. But I think she's had quite a past with her ex-boyfriend and things have moved on and she's quite empowered now, so I suppose she looks back and can look through things.
Going back to the food, what's your favourite food? So fixated
I'm a real foodie. I love food, but I love fruit and I love lemon and fresh fruit and salads. And
how about you, Ian?
I'm virtually vegetarian.
No.
I am virtually vegetarian. And
Did you go through phases? Don't believe him.
It is. I do.
Before we finish the show, tell us your favourite food.
Well, I actually,
I like chicken.
there is Thai buffets in London that actually are just purely vegetarian, and that's the food I adore.
That's your favourite?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, well, we've run out of time.
Oh,
guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you again next
time
on the show. So, you know, it has been really nice having a youth group on, and sometimes all people need to start walking in the right direction is for someone to actually believe in them. So don't give up on the youth of today. Encourage them and help them, and you'll see what a huge difference it will make to their lives. So if you want more information about the program, you can visit the website chrissybshow.tv, and if you have a success story you'd like to share, do email me chris@chrissybshow.tv. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye for now.